demos. So I'll start right away with presenting my platform without further ado. So this is ClipMode. I've been in the image and video generation space since 2023. This is maybe my 10th platform that was launched this year. But a lot of the users, they're basically like coming from different platforms that I own. So it's not like a new platform. We have users that are with us for 4 years already, for like 3.5 years. In 2023, image generation was quite special, quite magic. People are very excited, posting their avatars on LinkedIn. It was crazy, right? And then 2026, it's like everywhere, and it's a bit like it's a free service. You have it inside ChatGPT, you have it inside Grok. So image generation is very commoditized right now. And with that, I still had a business, and I was not like giving up. ChatGPT released like free image generation. I was like, okay, we have paying users, let's keep going. Let's like keep releasing, like let's release video. And then when everybody had video, our focus basically became face consistency. So we could do face consistency better than everybody else. And we could train models what usually ChatGPT or Midjourney or Grok won't let you. So we can really have a very accurate face consistency for campaigns. When you want to have the same character appearing in multiple images and videos, it's something that is important for professionals. So less for the free crowd, but more for the paying crowd. So face consistency, we identified it as really the moat. And this is what we chose to do. So in 2023, when I launched it, it was called Diffusion Hub. So back then, some of you that played around with image generation, Stable Diffusion was like the shit, was like the best platform, and people were downloading it for free. They were waiting for like 5 minutes to generate like one crappy image. And basically professionals, they knew that it's something that they want to use, and they want to use it on the cloud. They want to use it with like GPU on a like a paid GPU, like a rented GPU. And the first platform was Diffusion Hub, where people, they would just go, click on a button, get instance with Stable Diffusion already installed on it. It would launch, it would be like pre-launch, so it would just like they can start working with that. And this was the first, I would say, magnet. People, they knew, they were searching for Stable Diffusion, and like the search intent was basically, I want Stable Diffusion on the cloud. And this worked well for us. We did some SEO, we did some content, we had professional writers. Back then, nothing was AI generated. Like 2023, it was just the beginning. Sites were still mostly coded by developers. Even blogs were mostly written by real people. 2023, it was like the happy years, right? And yeah, so Diffusion Hub was a pretty good lead magnet. In 2023, there was a lot of interest coming from social media. So at first it was mostly architects, designers, and artists that were using my platform. And after, in 2024, we saw there was like a big shift towards social media. People, they wanted to generate their own like YouTube thumbnails using image generation, and agencies started like being interested in image generation. So we saw that there was like a big interest coming from social media, not so much, less from architects, designers, and artists. So with that, basically, we created a new platform, another branding called DeepMode. And I started working with, there's an AI for that, TAAFT. I don't know if you guys know this platform. So it's a massive directory. They have amazing SEO, really good traffic. I got like very good relationship, like even friendship with them. And they were just like giving me huge like discounts, and I was like quite aggressively pushing. I had money, so I could push ads through there's an AI for that. And we saw that naturally, when people were like very excited that social media is working, but naturally a big part of the users were coming from OnlyFans creators. And at first we were like, interesting, you know, we didn't expect it. We didn't build like an OnlyFans product, But every OnlyFans agency and some OnlyFans creators, they said, okay, let's put all the hard work on AI, let's make money, right? So that was like also 2024. Let's make money fast with OnlyFans, AI OnlyFans stuff. I was like hesitant because I didn't know if it was a good idea, but there was a lot of demand. So we went with that. But then we started having problem with payment processors. So then we started having terminations with, we were using Stripe, we were using PayPal, we had terminations with Stripe and PayPal. We used like other payment processors. And little by little, we saw that it's like basically like selling drugs, you know, it's like people, they want it, but you know, the cops will come after you, basically. Still in a legal way, you know, it's still, I would say, a gray area way, but we realized that we're going to a place that initially we didn't intend to go. We didn't want to be criminals. In 2025, I basically made the decision to completely ban adult stuff on all my platforms. And yeah, so we lost a lot of traffic. We lost lots of users because of it. We had like a nice peak in 2025 of sales. And that was gone, but we managed to speak with Stripe, and we developed like partnerships with payment processors that helped us to still maintain our traffic. Me losing my cursor. So with that, I'll show you. This is for World Cup. The intent was to use basically kind of like a mini app inside ClipMode for the World Cup, where people, they can generate fan images and videos. You select, basically, you upload your picture. You select your team. You select who your team is playing with. It will also like recommend you with the existing teams that were playing in the World Cup. You won't just like, I don't know, generate it with like random teams. And you're basically generating fan images. And
you are the guy behind this.
I'm the guy behind this. Yeah. I saw somebody on Reddit do it, and then like the next day, I just had this page ready, basically.
It's softcore.
That's just women, man. If it's softcore for you, I'm like. Okay, so. Yeah, but it's not like the first page. It's a lot of women, and you can't do like nudity or anything like erotic or anything like that. Obviously, like women, they sell better than men, but most people that used it were like men, just like chubby guys. So like, I support Portugal. You know, that was like the people that were using it. Few people were like uploading like their wives or whatever. So anyway, this is like a pretty nice lead generation that we used during the World Cup. Connected it to, there's an AI for that, and we had a pretty decent traffic. So let me just talk to you now about maybe the flow. So yeah, it's a very easy landing page. Like you upload your selfie, right? You will push, I uploaded my friend, Edin. You upload it, you select your team, you select the scene. Okay, here lately we started introducing more and more open source models because users are more educated. At first we were just doing, okay, this is like the deep mode model, this is our own models. Now, because people, they come with more education, we let them like choose an open source model. So Alibaba, I think 1.3 is out, Nano Banana 2, Seedream. So all these are like open source models. And anyway, after you click here, it will let you generate 3 free images. And if you want to generate videos, you need to pay. And if you want to generate more than this or do some more like customization, you need to pay. So just to show you, this is our payment page. We didn't move prices since the launch because my cost of generation only went down. And we could definitely like push higher prices, but studying the market with different platforms that I have, I was very happy with these prices, especially because there's like more platforms that let you do things for free. So we have something called Club, where people, they can basically pay us one time $600, not one time, annual $600, and they get some extra features, and they get lots of credits in a lump sum. And we had at the peak 500 users that were Club, and now we have 300 users. So in total, this represents like maybe 5 or 10% of the total paying users of the platform. ClipMode, my leading platform, was 1.5 million subscribers with around 50,000 paying customers, like all time, basically, something like that. So 2025 was like a really good year for us. Like we did a lot of money, we're very happy. I made a lot of money, I was very happy. Just to make it a bit more personal. I started like with a big team, and little by little, I just like, people were like going, and I was not replacing them because I was just mostly like vibe coding my product. So now I'm kind of I have just marketing people with me, and I'm doing all the coding and all the software engineering for my products. So this is the funnel that I want to show you. I'll go quickly over my like winners and losers. I think I saw it on AI Tinkerers. So I'll give a bit overview. So big winner for us was There's an AI for That. Very early on, we found them. They found us. We had like good friendship. They were buying from them. Like basically, I was paying like $5,000, $10,000 at a time. So paying them very quickly, I identified that the traffic converts very well. What does it mean? Normally, I convert like 2% of the users. There's an AI for That. I was converting 5 to 10%. So at the peak, it was 10%. 10% is amazing. It's like for an free AI tool, it's just amazing. Now it's more closer to 5%, which is still pretty good. And then other platforms, it's more around 5%. That's like a very relationship base. So maybe an advice, it's like the more still in the internet age where everything is very like anonymous relationship, they still, I think, matter more than anything because they were giving us really good prices and they really liked us. Next, so influencers. I worked with maybe more than 100 influencers over the last 3 years, probably like 200 plus even. Tried really a ton of different stuff. My most successful was just guys that were on X posting about AI in like 2024. Basically, AI tool that you do this, AI tool that you do that, listicles in Spanish. Usually traffic comes from Colombia or Brazil or from, Brazil is not Spanish speaking, but anyway, Colombia, Brazil, or Mexico. That was like the main markets. And also Spain. Usually the guys were actually in Spain and they were just doing everything for LATAM. I had a few of these guys. I had like 3 guys. Like one of them, they all ask for money. We say we can do affiliates. They ask for money, and if we see that the quality is good, we say okay. There was like one guy, I think he didn't even ask me for money, and he just like posted the thing, and it just exploded. Like we had $4,000 in sales just from him the next day. So he had like a viral post with like 2 million viewers on X, and then long tail afterwards. And then also a lot of recurring. This is just like the lifetime of this one post was just amazing for us. It was like maybe, I don't know, $30,000 or $40,000 from one post. Instagram was pretty much crap. Like I worked with a lot of people. TikTok was pretty much crap. So we also had like pages like social pages for all these platforms ourselves, but we were not really successful at it. I would pay creators to make things for us. We would post it, and it was really meh. It was like kind of a waste of money. We did it a few times. I paid like a French model that asked for like $1,000. I paid her. It brought like barely anything. So we kind of realized it's not so much about the content. If we have a crap distribution, the content will not save us. You know what I mean? And then you can make like really shitty like AI video, but with the right distribution, placing it in the right place, it converts. So I'll continue. So social media, Discord was amazing for us because this is where the users basically speak about the platform. X was pretty amazing for us because this is where I found guys that were like for $100, $200, up to like $500 would make posts that would go viral. Instagram was terrible. TikTok was terrible. I wasted probably over the years tens, thousands of dollars on these platforms and nothing. Negative ROI.
On ads or influencers?
Influencers. So I ran ads. So talking about ads, I tried a bit of Meta. It was really terrible, but I did it quite late in 2025. But talking about ads, I want to mention Google Ads. So we're doing Google Ads since 2024. 2 years of Google Ads, also terrible. Like I spent maybe $300 a month and just waiting, okay, be patient, be patient. We're also like speaking with the account manager of Google Ads, and he's like giving us more ideas. And with AI, we improved the keywords, we improved a lot of things. Negative ROI, didn't work.
Did you try X ads?
X ads? A little bit. So a friend of mine, he loved X ads, and it was working very well for him, but it was not working well for us. For X, basically, I just hired a media manager, like a social media manager, that would post every day, and that's it. So I paid him like a few hundreds of dollars a month, and he's still posting. And it's like, it brings us like very little traffic, but it's more for presence, because people, they want to look us up, especially when like somebody else is talking about you. They put the link, but they also put the handle. So just to be on X, we're paying just to be on X, but it doesn't bring us much traffic. For SEO, so we did a lot of things with SEO, especially at the time that we actually paid writers, paid human labor. That was a waste of money, mainly because I think the category was bad. So if we go for the like legit image generation, it's like super crowded. If you go for the OnlyFans, then Google block you basically. So you're kind of not a good place for us, SEO. We were not successful. Okay. So yeah, this is kind of like wins and scars. I can just say one last thing about payments. So we survived Stripe and PayPal, went back to Stripe, had more issues with Stripe, worked with different payments. If you are in a business that is kind of gray area, you will eventually have problems. Even if you don't think that it's gray area, once you start doing it, you'll see that it is gray area. You have e-commerce, maybe somebody will accuse you that you sell one fake item in your e-commerce. Something will happen. Be always prepared with your payment processors when you start to make money, to have redundancy, to have an account manager with your payment processor. We quite quickly also understood that we moved to crypto. So 2024, we were still doing maybe 5–10% in crypto. Now we're doing like 30 up to 50% in crypto. So crypto always works. Everybody's very happy with crypto. Payment processors sucks. So yeah, this is me, and this is my presentation, and I'm happy to answer your questions and be roasted by you. Bring it on.